We go.
Live
We are.
Facebook, YouTube, TikTok.
Rumble.
Sir Daryl, what's up?
What's up,
Well,
Jeff?
no,
So let me tell you
not
something.
much. Back.
Let me
Go
tell you
ahead.
something before we get started. We talked earlier today about doing this show, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm down for doing
Mm-hmm.
this show. And then about an hour ago, I was like, okay, we got about an hour before we go on air, so I'm planning things out. I'm planning out my whole day. As I was about
Right.
to do something, realizing we had another hour, I realized I ain't watched the show. Like it just completely slipped my mind that I hadn't watched Sisters. So I literally finished watching Sisters 4 minutes before we came here to do this.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't looking forward to watching it like I used to be. It's just like I didn't forget kind of like how you did, but it was kind of like Sisters used to come out, and I'm like, okay, I'm watching that tonight. It just came out, but now it's just kind of like when I get to it, and that's it's just kind of like an afterthought. So I got the same kind of vibe that you got. It's just not hitting the way how it used to, and it's just not on your mind.
And not meaning to skip to the end, but I don't see this changing. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm down for it. I'm going to keep watching. I want to keep reviewing. I want to be proven wrong. This is what I want. I want at the end of the season, I want us to be like, I want to say, Jeffrey Jordan, I'm so glad I stuck in there because this thing turned around and pivoted and proved me to be completely wrong. I want to be wrong at the end of the season, but I just
Right.
can't figure out what they're going to be able to do. Just going to make me say that, but I'm here for it if they are.
Uh, I agree. Like I say, would I be watching it if I didn't have to report this on the show? I don't know. But it's a lot of Tyler. You know what? I probably wouldn't because there's a lot of Tyler Perry shows I don't watch. So I'm not going to say I would watch it just because if I didn't have to report it on Perry Necessary, I probably wouldn't be watching anymore. That's just my honest opinion. But I am curious to see how the show how the show pivots and how it works out. I'm not liking what I see, but I'm still curious because I have a lot. I invested a lot of my time into this show, so I just don't want to walk away because I know the characters, most of the characters, and we have vested time in it. So, hey,
Yeah, yeah. You don't watch well, and even if the answer is no, this is a different scenario simply because you never got into it. But like assisted living, excuse me. You don't watch that, right?
I do not.
And do you watch what is the other sitcom show? The one that I just saw a commercial for it came out the same time. One of the half-hour shows. Well, do you watch any of the half-hour shows? Other than Bruh, that don't count because that's on BET Plus.
I mean, I guess technically the team is. I guess technically the team is a
Yeah,
half
that's a half
hour
hour. Yeah,
show
yeah,
also.
yeah. I guess you're right. One thing really quickly too. I think that I'm almost ready to jump on the Jeffrey bandwagon of taking Zach and Fatima off the show. They're serving,
Whoa.
they are serving no purpose anymore. I I don't know whether or not the writers don't know what to do with them, but energy could be better spent just really putting some energy into Zatima, letting that ride. But they are, as a couple, their scenes are adding absolutely nothing. And this has been going on for a couple of seasons. I'm still down for seeing. All right. Let me rephrase that because I like them on the show. I'm still down for seeing Fatima at work when they go to work. I'm still down for seeing Zach. I don't know how I would see Zach though without Fatima, but in some context. But when they're at home, I don't see nothing is happening.
I agree. There's just nothing going on. When it's just how we kind of like pegged it, just kind of how you and me predicted how the next episode was going to be. You'll see them coming in from somewhere, sitting down, talking about their day. There's no substance. They're not adding anything to the show. It's just like, okay, okay, well, I could have done without that.
Mm-hmm.
So when I said, I made a comment to you a while back. I said, what if we were to lose Zach and Fatima on Sisters because you're gonna see them on Fatima anyway, and if we were to keep keep uh, Karen and Sabrina, but I know there's different issues in the background. That's why they had to leave anyway. But I was just saying.
Wait a minute. How do you know that? Are you making that up? Are you speculating? How do you know this?
Well, I'm just telling you what I think, what I believe. There's
I
issues in the
don't.
background.
You're not presenting any proof though. You're just saying
I
things.
don't have any proof for the numbnuts who are out there who say that. But you know what? When I Googled Cheyenne's character, AI will give you they'll give you some facts. And Cheyenne is a hot-headed hairstylist. She's a hairstylist. Did you know that?
No.
I mean, I don't recall them ever stating. We know she doesn't have a job or anything, but uh, AI uh, a listing somewhere put her as a hairstylist. So Cheyenne is a hairstylist. So obviously, I'm thinking she's going to be working in Karen's shop
Mm.
sooner than later,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how they're going to tie her in. Which I hate how they're just forcing this. They're forcing it so hard. Oh, she just happens to be a hairstylist. Okay.
And now this
Hmm.
need is going to arise there, and because Andy is associated and affiliated, she's going to be the funnel that kind of like pushes that in that over there. Yeah.
Okay. And it's gonna be like, oh, Karen was our lead hairstylist. We have no talent. We have no talent and no leadership. We have Maurice, but
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't know how to run a salon.
Mm-hmm.
And we have what's her name, Pam, but she's just a lot of fun and she's just a receptionist. Oh no, we need a lead stylist. Oh, here comes Cheyenne to the rescue.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
Mm-hmm.
really, that's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's gonna freaking happen, and it makes me sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes me sick.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, we finally got a chance to see. We met the newest addition to the show. We met her in this episode.
Who that?
The
Oh,
new.
what's her name?
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't
um,
even get me started because I don't even know her name.
Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Sharon Lee
No,
Ralph. Oh, you going to hell for that?
no, that's I wrote her name down. Crap. Anyway, yeah, she in real life. She's like really fit. She lifts weights and stuff. I wrote her name down, but I just can't find it. Oh, whatever.
So she comes into the. Am I skipping ahead to anything? Like, is that? Do you have her in one of these shorts that you got?
Yeah, a little clip, but go ahead. You can chit
She
chat.
comes. She comes in and introduces herself because she has a business venture. And no time throughout this whole thing do we get any clue of what this business is. I'm guessing that he knew what she was talking about because when they finally came back to it, I guess they were at the end, so they were wrapping up the discussion. But I'd like to know if you're gonna introduce her and tell me that she has some sort of a business that in some way fits with his juice bar. I'd like to know what she does. Is she a yoga instructor? Does she do jogging classes? What is her business? Is she a personal trainer?
Exactly. You're right. Her name's Madison. I'm assuming it would make sense for her to be doing yoga or some kind of fitness because I think she's like a bodybuilder. I think in real life, so it probably will be something like that because his shop is fitness juices and all that stuff. So that would make sense.
Hmm.
But she kind of comes off like a panhandler. Like, somebody come in, you got a thriving business, and somebody's walking door to door. You're like, okay, what are you selling? Snake oil? And she's like, yeah. And she's kind of flirting and stuff. It was just off putting to me. Off putting.
Yeah, and when I saw her, I'm asking myself, is it off-putting because I already have a predisposition to not liking her? I don't know. I don't want that to be it. And that could be it. But I couldn't wrap my brain around that. I just she just She didn't come with any energy that I liked at all.
Facts. Big facts. I agree.
Yeah, yeah. All right, you want to get into these clips, or you want to talk about something specific in the episode?
Uh, no, we can get into it. Get into no particular order.
All right. Well,
How we
I'm
do it.
just always put them in the order that they come.
Guys, I am so sorry about this, but this was something in the back of my mind. David versus Dexter. Okay, David, David, uh, Fisher,
Wait.
excuse me.
The mere fact that you are putting David versus Dexter means that I really don't know nothing about this show, because Dexter is the ultimate dark passenger. So are you telling me that David was that dark that we can compare him to Dexter?
No, but 6 Feet Under is a show. It is like a cult. It's a following. You know what I mean? For people who used to back in the day, people who used to try and get into the show, like, oh, I heard about this show called 6 Feet Under. You can't talk to them. I say, listen, you got to watch a few seasons before we can have a real conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And for the this is for the people who for the playback when I post this, I want people to let me know down in comments when you put David Fisher versus Michael Dexter Morgan Dexter Morgan against each other. Uh, Michael C. Hall plays both the characters, and one is a funeral director, and he what do
And
you
the
call
other
it when
one
you
keeps him
drain
in
the blood?
business.
Not
Not
really. He
really,
doesn't keep
no,
him in
because
business
Dexter's bodies don't
because
get found.
there's no
You know,
body. There's no
ain't
body.
no evidence. Dexter keeps the oceans alive.
Yeah. And okay, so you didn't watch the show, but David, he was reserved funeral director. Uh, he did a lot of, how Dexter has those moments when he has those voices in his head. It's
Mm-hmm.
either himself talking or someone else talking. So David had that also. So for the people who are true fans, unlike you, uh, the question is, who had a better understanding of the human body? That's the first question. Uh, who's more intimate with the dead? Next question is, who loved blood more?
Oh,
And who was more awkward? And I want people to let me know down in comments when I repost this. Uh, what's up, Jaden? um, my answer is, who has a better understanding of the human body? I don't know about blood uh, spatter analyst. Hmm. I don't know. I'm gonna say Dexter, even though I know David had an understanding because I don't know.
well, Dexter had to
Who's
cut him
more
up.
intimate? Yeah. Who's more intimate with the dead? I'm gonna say David, but you don't know who he is. But I'm gonna say David, who loved blood more, obviously Dexter, and who was more awkward? Dexter. All right. That's it for that.
Do you ever see any of yourself in Dexter?
No, I don't kill people.
Yeah, I don't either, but I see so much of myself in Dexter. Like Dexter was a character that I resonated with on so many different levels. I have never killed anybody, but the other thing, like when he talks and he looks around at people and he says things like, "Oh, that's what grief looks like," or or "That's what normal people do. That's how people rationalize." I find myself most of my life looking at people and not being able to understand how they do what they do, why they do what they do, and then sometimes things will click in and it makes me understands human nature a little bit more, because for the most part I didn't. That's terrible.
Well, brother, me and you gonna have to talk later because I
No,
didn't know
let's
you
not talk
felt
about
that
it.
way.
Let's not talk about it.
Okay. All right.
Oh, ho, ho,
What we
ho,
got here? Boom. Okay. So in
ho.
news, Don Lemon. journalist and activist,
Mm-hmm.
was arrested by the feds, by federal agents for his involvement in an anti-immigration protest at a Minnesota church. Lemon was indicted on charges for conspiracy. Uh, just necessary news. I don't have much to say on that. I think the big argument people are having,
Mm-hmm.
they felt that Don Lemon, he wasn't there as a journalist. He was there to participate. Uh, I think the only difference is we know we know how Don Lemon stands. I think most reporters, they're kind of elusive about their personal thoughts. I guess that's how they got Don. But hey, that's all I gotta say about that.
That's it. You don't have no thoughts on it.
I mean, my thoughts is that he was there as a reporter, and he pissed somebody off, and they wanted to scoop him up anyway. But like I said, I'm not like a political
But
person.
wasn't he
It was just a
taking
hot
part?
topic.
Wasn't he taking part in the protest? No.
You know, the real answer was yes, but his cover story was he was there as a journalist, saying that he wasn't participating. So, my question to you is: can you be a journalist if you disagree with something? You can still report on it,
You
right?
can report on it, but so first of all, hopefully we never get big enough that Don sees us because I know this dude and I worked with him for about a year one time, and so
With Don?
yes, um,
Oh wow.
that was a long time ago, and he hopefully if he does see this, he doesn't even remember it. That would be great. He's a very nice guy. At least all that I've
Mm-hmm.
seen of him was a very very nice guy. But when I
Mm-hmm.
found out he was arrested for this, I was so excited. I was so happy about this. I am
Why?
I am of the opinion that people, and maybe it's because I'm old, but this new
Mm-hmm.
generation of people that think that they can just walk into a church, walk into a rally, walk into a political event, and just disrupt the whole goddamn thing. And everybody is supposed to just be nice and hear them out and wait until they actually get finished. And then when they finally get finished, then go back along. What the hell is going on that drives people like that? If Don Lemon really wanted to make a point, there are a couple of things he could do. I'm certain he
Mm-hmm.
disagrees with the Ku Klux Klan. Go to one of those rallies, disrupt it, protest. If you're really down for the cause, protest it. I can be sure that Don Lemon probably disagrees with a lot of what Louis Farrakhan does. Go to a Nation of Islam event, bust through the doors, start raising your hands and say, we're taking over and cause a scene there. But he causes a scene in an area where he knows that people are going to treat him with kid gloves. That's what everybody does. And so now you have people that are just disrupting the president's speech. And I don't care if it's Obama or Trump. The mere fact that people think that they can just go into a spot and just take it over. And now everybody is supposed to stop and just wait. Whenever I see that happen, I want them to be, usually I want people to get them out of there in the roughest way possible so that they can learn that you just don't just take over other people's meetings in that way. You don't just walk into a church. I don't care what they believe. If you don't believe what they believe, then don't be there. But to walk into a church and just
So,
take it over is so absurd to me. And anybody who does that should be prosecuted as well as beaten by the members of the church. I want fights to break out, and I want these people to get hurt so that these things will stop. So when I found out that he had
I
actually gotten arrested, it made me a little giddy. Sorry, Don.
I agree, but like, so if it wasn't Don Lemon, if he was a member of Fox News, and this was a woman interviewing, would you feel the same way?
What do you mean by a
And if
woman
she wasn't
interviewing?
participating, I mean, because that's his argument is he was interviewing. He wasn't participating. He was there
Yeah,
while the people
Yeah,
like
you got you.
I'm just saying
No,
his
if a
argument
person
was he.
legitimately there, but I don't think that that's what's happening though.
I'm saying okay, but so what I'm saying is you're feeling that he's lying about his intentions,
Absolutely, I think he lies
right?
about his intentions
I
all
mean,
the
I'm
time.
saying we don't know, but can I say that about any can I say that about anybody that's interviewing someone?
Sure, sure, you could.
Right? The
Yeah,
only difference is we kind of know where Don Lemon stands. I think that's the only difference.
yeah,
We know where he
yeah.
stands, right? He's not like a no-name reporter that just came about last year, and we don't know if these are racist or not. So I think that's where the disconnect comes. You kind of know where he stands. People know where he stands, so they figure, well, he was a part of it. Yeah, he was there, but if he's saying that he was being a reporter, which everybody has
Even the stuff that I
the
saw
right
about
to
him
keep.
as a reporter when he was reporting from there, his whole goal, even in the way he was asking questions, was to piss people off and antagonize people. They weren't even real questions. He was being an
It was.
activist even in that. But that's the reason. See, honestly, oh, this is really messed up. This is the reason why, in order, in lieu of getting arrested by the feds, I would have been cool with him just getting punched in the face. That would have been perfect for me.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Uh,
I was happy that at least something happened. Something that will make him not do this again in the future.
they picked him up. He was at some awards. He was covering. I don't know. He was covering some awards when they
Yeah,
picked
he
him
was
up.
probably covering that legitimately. he was probably he was probably there legitimately as a reporter.
I'm sorry, Don. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Don,
You know
I
I
am
got you
too.
back.
I take back everything I said.
All right, y'all. We still on necessary news. Catherine O'Hara and Demond Wilson. Catherine O'Hara, she was the mother that we grown to love from Home Alone, Schitt's Creek, that was a TV series, Beetlejuice, just to name a few. She
Wait
died
a
at
minute.
she died.
Who did
Yes,
she play on Schitt's Creek?
she was the mother, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
She was the very eccentric mother. She just
Her?
looked different from which.
All
Yes.
right.
Who did you think? Who did you think the woman was?
I don't know. Like the woman I I don't know. I mean, like I know what that woman looks like, but I gotta go back and put it
Well,
together.
maybe. Well, okay. I know she was on Schitt's Creek. I'm pretty sure she was the mom, unless she was another character. But there wasn't a lot of main characters on Schitt's
There were
Creek.
not. There were not. Just the family really was the main. Well, I
And
guess that
she
you could put Mayor and
also
a couple other people.
she was also on 6 Feet Under.
Hmm.
Uh, she played this rich Caucasian lady, and one of the main characters was her personal chef. Yeah,
Hmm.
she was very great actress. I watch her all the time. During the holidays, I watch Home Alone all the time, and she died on the 30th of January. It's so funny. Demond Wilson, who played Lamont on Sanford and Son, he also died on the 30th.
Hmm.
And on the 30th is the day that Don Lemon got arrested. It's like all of these events happened on the 30th. Is that
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
Um,
it was a sad and a great day at the same time.
wow, you are a monster. You are a monster saying that. That's a great day. Talking about my good friend Don Lemon.
Yeah.
I can't believe you.
I'm sorry, Don.
Oh my goodness. I don't even want to talk about that anymore. Okay, Nene Leaks, personality, star, mogul, is set to return on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, but not as a regular cast member.
Thank
Only
God.
when they pass through. What you said?
I said thank God. I didn't know that part. I didn't know she wasn't
You
going to
know
be
what?
coming back as a
You
regular.
don't even watch this. I don't even watch the show like that. So you said thank God just for the heck of it when you don't even watch the show. Like people like you just trip me out. You don't watch the show, but you say thank God anyway.
Where do you
How is
get
that
that I don't
okay?
watch the show? How do you come to that conclusion?
I know you don't watch the show because we've had this conversation before. I don't even watch the show. I mean, I watched it
We've
years
never,
ago, like
we
clips
couldn't have
when she
had
was
this
on it.
conversation if you have concluded that I don't watch the show.
You do not watch you. So you trying to tell me you currently watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
What I'm telling you is, I stopped
Uh,
watching The
Answer
Real
my question.
Housewives of Atlanta 2 seasons ago, and
Okay, I stopped watching it also, but watching it is watching it. My question was, do you currently watch the Real Housewife of Atlanta?
well, currently it's not on.
Baby, you know what I'm talking
Okay,
about. Have you seen the last
let me be
season?
really clear. Let me be really clear. So for the last 2 seasons, I said I was gonna actually get back to watching it because I stopped watching it because she was on it. That she's the reason I stopped watching it. I just could not. I
Wow.
could not take Nene Leakes. And then she wasn't there anymore, and for some reason I didn't get back onto it. And then I found out that what is her name? The woman that's rumored to be in this next season of Housewives. The one who got
You talking
into it
about
with
Candy
Tamar,
Burns?
K Michelle, K Michelle. And I'm
Oh,
like,
my
I
bad.
gotta
Okay.
see if K Michelle is on there, she's gonna be slapping people around. Like I just actually need to see this. So I will for sure be watching it when it comes back on. And I know that Nene isn't going to be in this next season, but if she is coming back, that was really upsetting me because if I'm going to get back invested in watching it again, I'm pissed off that she's going to be back involved. Nene Leakes just. I understand that she is great popularity. She's the reason that the show took off and all of that stuff, but I literally never resonated with her. I was all Kenya Moore. I was team Kenya Moore big time.
They are all messy. What are you talking about? I don't get it. Like just because you don't like the aesthetics of this lady's face, that's the only reason. That's why you're saying
The
that
aesthetics
because
change
they are
every
all
season,
messy.
so that's got nothing to
Oh,
do with
yeah,
anything.
that's that. Okay, okay, okay. She's changed, but what I'm saying is, you know full and well, all of these ladies are messy. They all messy.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to pick her out the bunch?
Mm-hmm.
How does that work?
She's
How does that work?
repulsive.
They all, they all point, they all point jabs. All of these women are messy. I don't understand
So
how
you
you
didn't have a
feel that
favorite? You
way.
didn't have
I
a
don't
favorite
listen.
when you watched?
I stopped watching. And Nene was the bomb. Candy was dry, from what I remember. So you couldn't have had just a show with Candy because she was dry. Uh, who was it? Portia? She's still on there.
Well, she was on there last
It was
season.
Candy,
She ended up
Portia,
coming back.
Phaedra. Yeah, so I kind of stopped watching it,
How'd you feel about Kenya?
because she was cool. She was like the ex beauty pageant, right? She was
Yes,
like a
Miss USA.
she has her ways too. She has her ways too. She has her ways too. And the only reason you like Kim because she's aesthetically pleasing to you. That's the only reason you favor her over Nene.
That
And we
actually might
had
be
that
true. That might
conversation
be true.
before.
That
I
might
know
be true.
it's true. I know it's true. I know it's true. Um, but this
Well, she's also really
spinoff of
smart.
the pageant winners. I'm gonna Google that later, but whatever. I'm not even gonna get into that. Like, okay, I guess she's trying to say she's smarter than the rest of the ladies.
I'm
She's
saying she's smarter than
smarter than
Nene.
Candy. She's smarter than Candy Burns.
Yes.
Think about it. I want you to oh no oh let's not get into it. Like Candy is dry, but she makes that money.
Yeah.
Candy is a songwriter, wrote for Destiny's Child,
Mm-hmm.
businesswoman. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
your girl, all she got is just that smile, and that's gonna wither away.
She's smarter than Candy.
How so?
She just
How?
is more intelligent.
Wow, just more intelligent. Okay, I'm gonna move on from this topic because I see we're not gonna see eye to eye. Ultimate Road Trip is what's the spinoff is called. This new spinoff from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Nene, she's only gonna be when they pass through Atlanta, she'll be on the show while they're in Atlanta. Yeah.
So that's what she meant when she said she's coming back to Bravo.
she's coming back to Bravo. She will be on that spinoff, but talks of being on the regular Housewives again. She says it has to align right. The money has to be right,
Mhm. And
and
that's
that's
a
what she
great
said about
business
that.
move for them. It's just, you know, I'm gonna hate it, but that's wise of them to do. That's gonna bring in a lot of numbers. She's gonna make a nice coin. She's gonna make a huge chunk of money, and she's gonna work less than the rest of them.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Yep. Okay.
Why is that not? What is going on? Hold on. All right, hold on, everybody. Let me see what's going on with the audio. I checked the audio of this before we actually started too. Hold on. Try this again. All right, let's try it again. This is wild. I checked the
What's
audio. I
wild?
don't know what to
Oh,
do.
we can. It's cool. I mean, we kind of talked about this scene. This is when the one of the newest sisters, Madison, she meets with I think that's Rich, right? Yeah, Rich, Sabrina's old boyfriend. This is their first time meeting. I guess she's a new business owner in the neighborhood, and she's like looking for she's looking to collab with
Right.
neighboring businesses basically, and they kind of spark up a conversation. And to your point, she never really says what her business is. You just see them kind of, chit chatting, and yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do this if we're not going to be able to hear. Let's try this next one. Hold on. All right. Yeah, this is not going to work. Hold on. All right, just. Oh, I see. I see. I see. I see. I see the problem. I see the problem,
Okay,
Jeffrey Jordan. All right,
okay.
let's see if I can get this back in here.
I'll make sure to edit this out on the replay.
That's all right. All right, it should play now. Hold on. Here we go.
So he's cute and he's funny. Are you single?
That's kind of complicated at the moment.
Okay. Well,
It's complicated at the moment.
Mhm. That's the scene of her just being thirsty. To me, she's supposed to be there for business, being thirsty, and they're kind of making sure that they get rid of any trace of Sabrina by saying, "Are you single?" Yeah, it's complicated right now, you know.
Yeah,
So
I am single, but I'm really interested in a woman that's in a coma. So if she comes
mhm.
out of the coma, I'm probably going to dump you if we get into anything. So let's not.
Yeah, yeah. But
You think he would
at
do
the
her?
end of that clip, say it again.
You think he would do her?
I think so. I mean, she's on the show talking to him, so and his personality, his on all show, even on Bruh, he's the same way. They try to make him different on the show, but he's really the same way.
You know, that's
He's just
another
that kind
reason,
of.
and I know that we haven't been going over this in a while. And that's another reason this particular character pisses me off because they made him so much like his character on Bruh that I don't understand why they didn't just make him the character from Bruh. Like it just they're in the same place. They just the cross
I
merging would have been
guess
great.
if they did, there would be no going back. I guess because I guess you would have to explain him being there, and then let's just say we get another episode of Bruh, they're gonna be like, well, wait a minute, you're talking to somebody else. So hey,
You
whatever.
know, yeah, it is what it is.
You with her, but you still love her. Yeah.
excuse me, where have you been? Oh, I can see that.
Good to see you.
That was a sneak peek of next week from Sistas, and that's all that was. It scene of the mom trying to be stern again. And also we saw Andy's mom with Mr. I forgot his name. I think it's going to be Zach's
Zach's
dad.
daddy,
I mean, we're
Mr. Zach's
assuming, but
daddy.
who is he? Like, what's the deal with them meeting up? It's like all these cliffhangers. I don't care, but I do care at the same time. Like, just show me. The show's on its way out. This all these freaking cliffhangers getting on my nerves.
How many more seasons we got of Sisters, you think?
This needs to be the last one.
I don't
I'm
does, but
sorry.
I do want them to write at least one more and give us an actual ending. But the ending that they give us, they two of the main characters are gone. Let's pause for just a quick second. Can you really get a real ending of a show when the people that you started the show with aren't there? Can it even really, like, what kind of ending can you even have now? Who
Nope.
are the main
Not
people
a
are gone?
genuine one. Not. It won't be genuine. I tell you that. It won't be genuine. I was going to ask you. Um, the sisters, and I'm talking about like the actual people, the cast members.
Hmm.
Do you think that they were really cool or friends, or was it like when the cameras are off, we got nothing to talk about?
I can only go off of what they say because they've been asked this question in person, and they do seem genuine when they say that they liked each other. You don't think so?
I would. Hey, I'm pretty sure they all got along well on set, but when I see something like this cut from the show, and I'm still working there business as usual, I don't mention you on my personal podcast. I don't mention your name on my personal social media. I don't like. What am I supposed to make of that?
Hmm.
What am I supposed to make of that? We were cool. I'm supposed to believe that we were cool, thick as thieves, on and offset. Which they are actors. They have to make you believe that.
Yeah.
But when I see somebody who I'm supposedly cool with, they get cut. Do I not say, "Oh Jesus," I'm praying for my friend, or they're on to bigger and better things? Or I haven't heard them mention Novi Brown or Ebony once. Have you?
No, and they've been interviewed. So, in a situation like this with the number one show on cable, that is the number one question people are going to want to ask. The mere fact that these people aren't asking that means that this is something that's even discussed in advance. Like, there's no way they're going to go on Sherry Shepherd show or some other show and not this question doesn't organically come up. The fact that it's not coming up means that they are only doing shows that are agreeing to not ask that question. There's no way it wouldn't get asked
All
yet.
fluff, all fluff, all fluff. The crap that we don't want to know.
Man,
Baloney. That's what I've been saying. So
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
I
go
so
to Well, Ebony doesn't have a show, but I'm gonna to go to Sabrina. What is her name? Her real name?
Novi Brown,
Novi.
if I'm not
I'm
mistaken.
gonna go check her. She does lives all the time. I just feel like this is a real thing, so people have had to ask her about it. I'm gonna go try to find out what she said in response because there's no way nobody's asked. Because she go on her show, she goes into the chat room just she grabs questions out that people are asking. So I'm gonna see if I can
She
find it,
does.
get some clips for you the next time we meet.
That's crazy. Like I say, and then people in comments on YouTube or Facebook, they're like, "Oh, you guys need to stop. You guys, they moved on to everything doesn't have to be negative." I say I didn't say it had to be negative, but I'm going to ask the
Yeah,
questions that
something
people
happened.
want answers to.
Yeah.
Something happened. Oh, they're moving on to bigger and better things. I'm going to say this one more time. Nobody leaves a hit show willingly that is paying you for nothing.
And everybody in that industry said that the paycheck from a regular Tyler Perry show is amazing. So there's no way that the paycheck for the #1 show on cable isn't going to be great. And you are only working 2 weeks out of a season. This is unheard of. This is unheard of money to work ratio. People who get into the Tyler Perry universe, they don't leave it willingly. The only time you're trying to get out of there is if you're a dude that's trapped inside of a constant invite to the house.
Hey.
Sorry.
You know,
I'm sorry.
Sunshine and lollipop.
Women,
But
women aren't leaving Tyler Perry shows willingly. I just say that women are not leaving the Tyler Perry universe willingly.
Yes, I will give it up. Come on. But that was my second argument. A few ladies, this one in particular was like, oh, they had other projects
No.
to do.
Yeah.
They had other projects to do. You did it 2 weeks out of the freaking season. You see, Crystal Fatima, she has her own little BS talk show that she does. You know, she has time to do plenty of stuff,
Yeah,
right?
if she does it, yes, she does. It's not interfering. Sistas and she on 2 shows. Sistas or Fatima is not interfering.
I just thought about
It's not interfering in what she's doing.
2 shows, and you see her on social media doing her talk show,
Yeah.
doing like, come on, like y'all are so freaking blind. Something happened. No, I don't have all the freaking answers, so I can answer you right now. I don't have all the answers. I'm speculating, but for the freaking people talking about some stop being negative, they're moving on. No. And are they truly friends outside of work? I'm gonna say no. If nobody's saying something, my friend, my so-called friend, and who's not on the show anymore, I'm going to be exact. If it's all love and light, why wouldn't you talk about it, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Oh, I am
If
so happy
if
that
it's
she
all love
decided
and
to go
light,
this way, and I'm so happy that she decided to do this.
I'm so happy. She got this new gig. It's not out yet. You know, on Showtime. She's gonna be on Showtime and nothing like that because it's not happening.
Yeah.
It's not happening. And I'm not talking about some made for TV on fucking on I'm not talking about some made for TV movie on Lifetime, that would be pretty good too. But I'm not even seeing that.
Nothing.
And you're not gonna just stop from one made.
Yeah, you're not going to
movie.
stop the top, the #1 show on cable television to go do a play for a weekend. That's not what you're doing.
You are not. I don't care. No, such and such. She's the director now. No, she's the director. Yeah, I know she probably has some talent, but she's not gonna leave a hit show.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's at my door this morning. It's too early.
Good morning, partner friend.
What the hell? You got beignets?
And you know I do.
Striped knees? I know that's right.
Yeah.
I see you laughing.
love
You over there?
you.
You're warming up to your boy now.
Hold on, partner. Let's get this straight. You was the one who had a problem with Maurice, so you can cut that out right now. You was the one who had a problem with Maurice, so don't try and deflect that on me.
Get out of here. You
Before
was
we
no
get
big
into it.
Maurice fan.
No. I said that I could take him in small doses at work, but you was shutting
Well,
him
that's
down.
what I'm saying. He ain't at
You
work.
was- and-
So you're warming up to
okay,
the
but
idea.
I never had an issue with him. You did. And I don't do the playback, and I got all the clips in the archives. Okay. We got a comment. Is this the person Raj? I think I remember this name because I was. I think I'm gonna call you Raj. I think you told me to call you Raj. Anyway, hi everyone. I think she wanted to move on from the show since they have been on the show for 6-7 years. That's what I think because the same thing happened with Ebony, aka Karen. I think Raj.
Raj, people want to be on the same show. For the longer they're on the same show, the more residuals they get when it's done.
And the 7 year mark, that's the sweet spot. Last
Yes.
time I checked,
Yeah.
that's the sweet spot. They start shopping it out to different networks. Oh my God, Raj, I don't know. What's up, Demetria? I need you got to chime in, Demetria, on this. We gotta, Raj said yes, it's me. You got to chime in on this, Ebony, Ebony and Novi Brown situation. We were still talking about, was it, did they leave on good terms, or did they truly have other projects? But um what's up, CJ? I'm gonna call you CJ Carter. Let me know if you want me to call you CJ or CJ Carter. What's up? But my with you and Maurice, you had issue with Maurice more than me. I said he was annoying, but I didn't have an issue
But you
with
didn't
him.
have an issue with him. All right.
Um, I didn't have, and with I'm seeing these two, Maurice and Pam, they're becoming a duo.
Mm.
You see how there's more screen time for them now that we lost Karen and Sabrina, so now we're seeing Pam pop up at Maurice's house. That's new.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't happen,
Yeah.
right? So how you feeling about it?
I don't know. He's not annoying me lately as much as he used to. Um, and I think that we got to do this in order to really give his character what it needs, because it's he was tied to Sabrina, and so they have got to tie him
Hmm.
to some other thing in order to give his character life. And we'd already been in this house,
Ain't
so
that a baby?
it's not that's not brand new to us. We just might be seeing it more. At one I remember one time he was almost completely detached from Sabrina because we was in his whole relationship drama. Like his relationship had a whole storyline with the dude, being on house arrest and staying there and using his address and all of that.
Right.
Domestic violence when he tried to put him out.
What's up? That was crazy. What's up, y'all? Make sure you can call 954-289-2363. You can text in your comments, and we can post them on the show, or you can leave a voicemail, or you can be live also. But I agree. Hold on. Demetria says, I heard Ebony have other projects and haven't heard anything about Novi. That was surprising. Demetria, you heard Ebony have other projects. Me and Daryl was just saying, do you think any projects that she has going on measures to a hit show, a hit sitcom? Everybody wants to be every actor wants to be a main cast member, or have a starring role on a hit show. That's because that's your legacy,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you're an actor, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
mistaken, you turn down other things. You get your own TV show. Wow. So I she might have other projects,
But
Demetria,
hopefully
but
she
I
does
don't
have other
know.
projects, but they're not comparing to this.
But what I'm saying, my argument is, if people are trying to say that's why she left the
Yeah.
show, that's my argument. She
Yeah.
can have other things going on, but you can't convince me that she had so much. Sir Darrell, we just said it. 2 weeks out of a season, Demetria. 2 weeks out of a season to freaking get sisters off the ground. They only work 2 weeks out of a season. And think about it, Fatima, she has Zatima and sisters, and she still got her own little talk show that she does. Um, Raj says, I don't know if you guys seen our kind of entertainment. I know him. He was on our show. Raj, he was in our comments, DMing me, where he made predictions. Keyword predictions. He made predictions of what sisters might leave that of what sisters might leave next, since two sisters left already. I think he may he may be Andy, who might leave next. Read that for me, Shadera, because I
I
don't
can't.
understand it.
I can't
But
actually see it. I can't
oh,
see
my
it.
bad. All right, I'm gonna read it again later. Raj says the same thing happened when the previous actor that played Jordan in season 6, he got booked for another TV show and couldn't do. Now wait a minute, Raj. Wait a minute. I see what you're trying to do now, but Jordan's character was not a lead. He's not a lead character, right? He's Sir Daryl. Would you consider Jordan a lead character on Sisters?
Who the hell is Jordan? Which one is he?
The one of the not the
One of the
guy that
dudes? One of
Andy
the
said he was
boyfriends?
gonna be. He remember he was gonna be the mayor or something like that, and his sister was Penelope. That's Jordan.
Oh no. Oh yes, yes. No.
He
All right.
left
What?
Sisters because he had other projects to do.
Yeah, yeah.
I get that, but he wasn't a man. He wasn't making Sisters money.
No,
He
no,
wasn't making Sisters
no.
money.
Yeah,
He wasn't a
he
main
can
cast
leave for
member.
another project. It makes if something good comes his way, it might make sense for him to leave. He was gonna not be around for a long time anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I see the comments now. Let me reread this. I don't know if you guys seen
Okay.
our kind of entertainment where he made predictions of what sisters might leave, of which, oh, I think he's trying to say which sister might leave next, since two sisters already
Okay.
left. He thinks it might be Andy who may leave next. Let me just tell you something. If I know I said I was going to stay in there for the long run, but if one more of them drop, I don't know that I can handle this. I I don't know I don't know that I can hang if another one leaves. I think
Hey,
I might be finished.
I was
They
gonna
just gonna
say
make
if
a whole new
Andy
show
left, but
basically.
Andy don't have no beef. The only beef I can imagine she have is with Christian Keys, and he's not on cast
That's
anymore
right.
because
That's her problem.
Christian Keys is gunning for her hubby.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. Raj says the same thing happened with the previous actor who played. I already read that. Boom, boom, boom. Demetrius says, "I hear you. Look, how Tyler Perry did Diacon and Ruthless. Yep, chopped them clean off. Chopped them clean off. The only difference is freaking Diacon. What is his real
But
name?
but that makes our point. He don't want to be gone. He like something
Okay,
happened.
no. But that's what I'm saying. So Daryl, that's what I was just about to say. The difference between him and the ladies is he's talking.
Yeah,
He is, but
yeah, yeah,
he is not holding back.
yeah.
I know I call him nuts, and I say, gee, the more he talks, blah, 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 but he is actually talking. He's like, listen, I didn't want to leave there. Ain't no sunshine and freaking rainbows. He letting you know the real deal.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, if he was on the Sherry show, he's telling it all.
Yeah, yeah, but
I live for it.
please bring him on one of these
I
shows so we can get some truth.
So that I think that's a key point for the people that saying they all these women they had other projects and all of this and that. You see how Diacon got done, and he's actually saying that no, he was on a hit show. I
Hmm.
was on a hit show. I shouldn't be gone.
And when you take
He even said it
Ruthless,
himself.
you can't even really compare Ruthless. I'm not taking away any the caller. I mean the person's comment. I'm not even I'm not diminishing anyway. But I'm a separate point. You can't even compare Ruthless to Sisters because Ruthless was the number one show on BET Plus. So that makes Sisters in a whole different stratosphere because it's on cable television with ads. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah,
it's a
yeah.
whole different level of fame that from Ruthless to Sisters. So and he don't even want to leave that. So if somebody on Sisters, oh man, they ain't trying to go anywhere unless
Facts.
something happened, unless the environment on set was so toxic that they had to say, I'm out of here because of that. And we're not saying that that didn't happen. We're not really saying that they didn't make the choice to leave. We're saying that since you don't make that choice easily as an actual actor, if they made that choice, that means it wasn't just because they had another project. That means that it was something really toxic happening on that set for that to happen.
I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Um, to that CJ says I have the same questions. Where's my two sisters? Things are not the same. I am not liking sisters these days. I'm right there with you, CJ. It is so forced the way they are doing
Yep.
this. It is so forced. It is like I don't know if people are just giving up on the show, like screw it. Nobody's getting along, so screw it. Just let it run itself. Raj says, I'm sorry I made a couple of mistakes while writing the comment. It is all good, Raj. Okay. Demetrius says, heck no, Jordan was not a main character. That was answering my comment I made earlier. Yes, I was mad about that. So, what's the word on those two sisters? That's what CJ's asking. What's the word on the two sisters, Sir Daryl? One is Ditzy, that is Cheyenne, that is Andy's sister that Andy's supposed to hate, but all of a sudden she's acting really sweet to her now. And the other one we're just meeting for the first time. I really don't know much about her. I don't know. What's your work on the two sisters, Daryl? Any comment?
Oh, I thought that she was talking when she asked that question. I thought she was talking about the two sisters who left. No, I don't have no word on them. Man, I listen. I
You might be right.
but well if I'm right, then we already answered that question. But let's answer it from the perspective of what you thought it was going to be. I get nothing. I get nothing. One of them annoys me, and the other one probably won't grow on me. We'll see.
Okay. Demetria says, but we haven't heard from Novi. Her on Tyler Perry are talking. You said Novi does lives all the time, but she just doesn't talk about the
Well, I
show.
don't know. Well, I don't.
Oh,
I so the times that I tuned in, she didn't talk about it. But I'm saying that there's no way people haven't asked her about it, and she doesn't strike me as the type of person that would just ignore the question. And she also doesn't strike me as the type of person that, if asked, would lie. So I'm gonna dip into some of the archives and assuming she saves the arc. Like sometimes people do these
you
lives and they
know,
don't post the archives.
I heard I was on somebody in comments was saying that Ebony scrubbed every bit of sisters from her page.
Hmm.
I don't know if it was Ebony or Novi, but they scrubbed every bit of sisters that situation from their page. So, guys, we just can't keep pretending
Damn.
like it's sunshine and lollipops. Like I never listen. I didn't believe that from the get go. When I first heard what happened, I wasn't. You wasn't fooling me,
Hmm.
you know. But hey, it's,
I'm on Ebony's page right now, and I'm seeing she got that Netflix thing up there, but I'm
hmm
seeing nothing, nothing from Sisters. Wow.
you see, you see,
Yeah.
if it's all good on the up and up, you leave that stuff on there. I had a great
Yeah, I
experience.
was on
This is
Sisters.
You know, I was the lead. I was the lead on Sistas. I was the lead character. I had my own show.
And again, to
So,
have the that movie that she was in, that was a Tyler Perry movie.
uh,
The movie that she was in up there, that came in between that time. So that means that
six triple eight.
the sister stuff is scrubbed, just like they said.
Mm-hmm. Scrub. That's crazy.
Um,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Mm.
What is it about this situation that stands out from the other ones? Because the man I cheated with is a psychopath.
This scene. That's Creisha. I have some more comments about Creisha later. That Creisha was uh uh the psychiatrist
Hmm.
for for Danny. I believe that guy called her over. Crap, was it Tony? I don't
Yes.
know, whatever. calls her over to make a house call, and Creisha says, "Well, what's different about this situation? What's so different?" And she goes, "Well, he's crazy. That's what's so different." I say to myself, "No, Danny. Last time I remember, you was with another crazy guy from the airport. Remember the guy she picked up in the airport, and he turned out to be
Oh
crazy,
yeah,
and she had to run him over with a car. He was nuts too.
yeah.
So this isn't new. Like I say, it is sad what happened, but this is not new for Danny. She does not learn her lesson. She picks up random people, and she gets surprised. She gets surprised by the result.
Hmm.
You know, and for the people who keep saying, "Oh, she should have never left Preston," she would have messed over him too. Like, listen, she
Would
needs to
have
be
messed
single,
over.
and
She
I'm gonna
did.
keep saying she did mess him
Yeah.
over. You know what I mean? So, and if somebody like a Preston who's a freaking doormat, you know, nobody's gonna make you happy. You had somebody that cooks for you, did this, had money, that wasn't enough. Okay, now you get a freaking Tony, uh, who doesn't cook and doesn't do that, but he has okay money. That's still not good enough for you. But then you kind of want him back. Like, she needs to stay single. Um, Raj says, I think my theory might become possible to where they are going to form a completely different show to where they are going to have the OG sisters leave. Sure, Daryl.
Well, I mean, they already got the. That's crazy. I mean, I'm not. Listen, I don't mean that's crazy from the standpoint of what you're saying. It's not about you. If they do that, I'm out. I'm not starting over with a brand new cast. I'm not doing that.
I hate that concept. You have like a musical group and they change members so
Mm-hmm.
many times. You're like, well, who is this?
Mm-hmm.
Who is this? Like, I don't see like what? Who are these people? But who watches that, Raj? I know that's your theory, but who watches that? They're gonna have all the OG sisters leave eventually, but I wouldn't believe that because they wouldn't be doing all of these. They wouldn't be going on talk shows promoting the show. If they had something in the works where they were going to be cycling them out, they wouldn't be going on talk shows and promoting. They wouldn't be going on talk shows and stuff. So I think this group that we have now, if the show lasts, they're going to be together for a while. That's what I think. Going on the Sherry show, going on radio shows. What's her name? The chick
Angela,
Angela
you.
Yee. You know. So I think this circle is going to be together for a while. It wouldn't make sense for them to be promoting a show that they're going to be leaving. I know Fatima is definitely not going nowhere. And she got two. She got two freaking shows. Um, Demetrius says Danny needs to stop bringing men to her apartment. That's true. That's true. Um, Demetrius says, I'm trying to give the show a chance, but it isn't making sense to me. Just my opinion. Dimitri, you're not saying nothing wrong. It doesn't make any sense. You know, uh, what I will say is the changes that we're seeing is the result of something. That was a last minute plug.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this woman, these new characters being thrown in. This is a last minute change. That's what I think.
Yeah. I just
That's what I
I
think.
just looked at
Um, go
Novi's
ahead.
page too. It's mostly been scrubbed. The first
Hmm.
I was able to find two things as far I started scrolling way back. I was able to find two mentions of sisters. They go back to January of 2024. So 2 years ago. All right, we may have lost Jeffrey Jordan, y'all. Hopefully he'll be back with us in a minute. Oh man, and he's frozen. I don't even have a way to take him out of here because I don't have a thing set up. Oh, there he is. He's back.
No, no, I had to pause it for a second.
Oh, okay.
Mobby, you learning the new features, our new setup.
But January 2024, That's how far back I had to go to find any mention of Sisters for on Novi's Instagram page.
See,
2 years.
Raj says, KJ, aka Andy, has a production company now. So if Andy leaves, I can see her going to London with Robin, and that would be her final curtain call.
Mm. Well, that's gonna be mine too.
No, but when you said, wait, hold on. KJ, aka Andy, has a production company. So now, if Andy leaves, I can see her going to London with Robin. So, oh, you mean like if they write her
Yeah,
off of the
that'll be
show, that would be the reason?
how she exits the show.
Hmm. Yeah, like this is bananas. Bananas. All right, boom. That was I was kind of out of order. That was Danny, of course. She was answering the door. She was frustrated, just reminiscing about what happened to her. And her ex-boyfriend came and answered the door and noticed that something was wrong with her. She had a knife with her. Um, she needs to talk to someone. She needs to talk to someone. It's good that he was there. I don't know if she would hurt herself. Does she even smoke anymore? I don't see Danny
Oh, she
smoking
smokes.
anymore. You know
I
that?
seen her smoke last episode.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's all I gotta say about that. It was just an interesting
Danny's
scene.
probably never gonna not smoke.
Can't stop thinking about you last night, girl.
Oh,
We're not done talking.
Mm.
Lordy. Lordy. So that was the scene she was reminiscing about with the officer. Uh you notice she didn't call anybody or I mean I know it's he's the police officer, but like I don't know. I just feel like she just didn't do anything. She
Nothing.
didn't,
Nothing. She did nothing.
right? I don't understand. Like, did she feel like I deserve this, or I don't know. Um, Before you get your comment, Raj says, "I am watching the Grammys tonight now, so I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace. All right, later, Raj."
Yeah, no, I don't. She did nothing. Like absolutely nothing.
That's crazy.
Oh, Mr. Keys, see what he got going on?
Tech, I don't trust that man.
Oh, God. Okay. What about Mr. Keys got your spidey senses going all over the place? I just want to be a part of his mentorship program. Like,
Um, you saw the same thing I saw. Fatima was standing on Zach's terrace above, watching that guy Mr. Keys talk. She did hear him say, uh I want to tell Zach later that I'm his dad or something like that, right?
I didn't actually hear that part, but you said that way back then, so I know that happened.
She was standing on the terrace looking down, eavesdropping,
You always have
and
to
he was
say that
talking and
word. She was standing on her terrace.
okay, but she didn't want to be seen. Okay, she was creeping. She didn't come out proudly and say and wave. She was kind of standing backwards to be elusive. Let's call it for what it is. Like, come on. Uh, why is she acting like she didn't hear that? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't.
Either you heard it or you didn't hear it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
hey, Doc, come on in.
Hi there. Where's Danny?
She's been locked in the bathroom since I
Okay.
called you.
You know what triggered them?
Okay,
Okay.
right. Okay, so this is my thing. We got Creisha coming in fresh, looking good. Got a ponytail in. Would you have accepted Creisha as another sister? I think
I think that I
that would
would
be a
have before
segue.
these two. That I gotta work less to get to know her.
You right, right. If Creisha would have came on and said, you know what, we got Creisha. Creisha could come and she could be next door. She could be
We get
coming
Christian
in
and we
from
get
time to
Pam.
time. I say I would have accepted that. I would have accepted a Creisha coming in. Like I would have been like, you know what? Okay, I know who Creisha is. And she's a Danny psychiatrist, and she got some stories. We get to see her office.
We
Like
Danny could have
I
brought
can.
like Danny could have gotten somehow better and just been like we're better as friends than working together. They could have like really gotten to know one another, and she could have just merged right on
Uh-huh.
into into a higher role.
Merged in. Her
She
and
could have
Andy
been
kind
the
of butting
ear
heads.
of reasoning for the sisters as they vet and talk about things. They could be, they could
That's
be like, well,
that's
I
what
need to
that's
speak
what
to
I'm
Creature
saying.
because she's the one who is known for being reasonable.
And then we still got some drama because Andy likes to be the go-to person, but now we got
Hmm.
Creisha. It's like, wait a minute, why you going to Creisha about this situation? They missed a big
They
opportunity.
did,
They missed a big opportunity. That's
and they
crazy.
could have brought Pam
That's
though. They could have
crazy.
moved Pam on further up.
They could have moved her right on in there. The right hands, uh, fuck Karen's right hand. Because in reality, the salon should have went to Pam alone
Yeah,
because
Pam
she
actually,
knows
and
the ins and
Pam could
outs.
have handled that role. We could have learned more about Pam. She's already there. We don't have to get to know her. We just find out more about
Yeah.
her, and we could watch her struggles from the standpoint of learning what Karen never maybe didn't teach her or tell her, or her getting to understand what Karen was going through or whatever. But we're not starting from scratch, just trying to find out who the hell this woman is. We know Pam. We
Mm-hmm.
like Pam. We have an opinion about Pam already.
Yep. Yep. And that's just the way they chose to write it. They chose to make it to where Pam couldn't handle it or something like that, which it's not true. You know, you know that's not true. Get out of here. That's baloney. But
Ridiculous.
they chose to go a different direction. So hey,
Good morning. We don't open for another half hour.
Yeah, I see that. I was actually hoping that I could talk to you for a moment before the store open. The business that I'm looking at purchasing is actually not too far from here. And I'm thinking that if I'm successful, a cross-promotional event could be.
An event. All of this is over one event.
one freaking event. Get out of here. We don't open for another half hour. Yeah, I know that. Okay, well, please exit, please. I don't know you. Get out of here. Oh my goodness. It was just a funny scene to
It was
me.
a ridiculous thing.
They another forced scene. You gotta like me. I'm here now. I'm taking over. You guys gotta like me. Ugh.
Speaking of
That's all I gotta
forced
say about that.
scenes,
Oh, maybe a car backfiring?
Yeah, I guess.
So, babe, come back to bed.
Pause it. Pause it. Your girl once again. Your girl once again. Miss Private Eye. Come back to bed. Oh, not to mention that Andy's car just almost got blown up in front of your house just the other day. Let's go back. Oh, it was nothing. Come back to bed. Let's forget about that. Let's not investigate. Just come back to bed. Really, Fatima? And not just Fatima, really Zach. At least Zach got up. But like, I'm just saying, like the gravity of what just happened. Did they even install security cameras? Why is he getting up to look out the window? Because you would think you got some money, you got security cameras where you can look on
yeah,
your phone and be
you about
like,
to find out for
okay,
sure what happened. You want to see? You gonna go back over the last 20 minutes and look at all movement.
exactly. Which makes me think that they don't have security cameras. I don't understand. Come back to bed. Don't worry about that loud sound. I know Andy's car almost got ready to explode, but hey, whatever. That's it.
Well, I mean, maybe we should send him a message. Let him know we're not to with. I got a pretty good idea. It was Dr. Cruz,
Mm,
especially after the message Andy got
mm.
right before it all happened. I mean, we could always prove a point. Maybe even make him disappear.
Whoa!
Look,
How did I miss
look,
that? I mean,
no,
I heard and saw that scene. I didn't. I don't recall her saying no because I remember sitting there saying, "How's she gonna prove her point?" She talking about for real proving a point.
now tell me something. I want you to riddle me this. How does she expect to do anything? I mean, she is pregnant. So how does she expect to make anybody
I don't
disappear?
think she's talking
I,
about doing it with her own hands.
oh wait, no, 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 no. I know she's not going to say her cousin, right? Because he's gone. Mr. Keys has pulled that show and the likeness, so she ain't got no cousin no more.
Oh, the
Right or
cousin
wrong?
don't have to be seen.
No, no, baby. See, that's a problem when you got shows like this. When you spin them off and you're trying to keep them connected. So now, Mr. Keys and messed it. Well, no, well, Tyler Perry, they kind of messed up this show on their own. But now, Fatima, she can't call on her cousin no more because uh, they're gonna get a copyright infringement for saying that.
Did you think the show started going downhill? Because I know you kept watching it.
Sisters,
No, all the Queen's Men.
it was it. Let me start with this. It was like my favorite show. It's something to watch in between. I didn't see an issue with it. It was the same to me. Some people was like, oh, after when Tyler Perry took over, it just got weird. I'm like, are you guys serious? The show is about freaking male strippers that have sex and do strange stuff. Like, are you serious? And drugs. You really think that's not going on in strip clubs? Like, get out of here.
Mhm.
I don't know. People are just so strange to me where they draw the line at. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like you'll see you'll see a woman get her neck slit on on Ruthless, but heaven forbid the highest kiss another man. Oh, Mr. Perry's going too far now. It usually be the
Yeah,
lady.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, are you being serious?
But remember the rape scene where old girl's legs were outside of the house and she was on the inside of the house
Yeah,
and it was just a
yeah.
line wrapped around the block. That ain't too much. That
My
ain't too
guys.
much.
Never said nothing about that.
That ain't too.
This lady got the biggest old school train ran on her, and
It was
I'm
an
sorry
unreal
because this
train. It
man,
was you ain't never seen a train like this before.
I ain't never see the Soul Train, boy. But I didn't see nobody saying that was too far. But the line is, it was just so funny. Demetrius says, no, all the Queen's men did not go downhill hill again, in my opinion. Yeah, Demetrius, I said the same. Sir Daryl, Demetrius, Sir Daryl, he doesn't watch.
Yeah, I and I
It
and I
was
actually did like it initially. I just fell off and I never got back into it after the first season.
yeah, Demetri, I didn't see any change to me. It just got better to me. But you always gonna get those critics, you know, talking about once different writers. You like most people would never know a change happened unless somebody says, "Oh, there's new writers." That's the only time some people might say
Yeah.
something. But I didn't notice a change. The show was entertaining. It's entertaining. Uh, you two stop talking about Ruthless. What you mean, Demetrius? We didn't say nothing bad about it, did we?
No, maybe she's so ready for it to come back she don't want us to be going over it.
Oh, I mean, we love some Ruthless. Uh, yeah, I love me some Ruthless. I'm nervous about that show too.
Yeah, yeah, that
I'm
show
nervous about what we're
that
gonna go.
I hope that they Even though it's my favorite show, I am ready for them to wrap it up because I just don't see them being able to just keep stringing this out. And they're not going to take us our ideas about spinning them off with a prequel, so we can see how these people. They're not going to take our ideas. So if you're not going to take our ideas, just go ahead and end it, so that we can actually have an ending. Because otherwise, it's going to get so bad that it's not going to even have a proper ending.
Facts.
And don't give us no
Facts.
have and have nots ending, please.
Okay.
I'll give you some time alone with her, okay?
Thank you.
So I'm pretty sure you noticed that door slide right closed behind us, so we couldn't see
Oh
inside.
yeah, yeah. We're seeing nothing.
And we we kind of predicted how this would
Yep.
go. You know, at the hospital, at the hospital, we didn't see this mysterious window that your boy looked into when he saw Sabrina. That mysterious window that Tony was looking in to see her face or
Mhm.
something like that. We didn't see that,
Yeah.
but hey, that's all I gotta say
We
about
won't
that.
see it either.
Well, hello to you too.
You couldn't hold water in a bucket if your life depended on it, could you?
Cheyenne, what are you talking about?
You couldn't wait to tell Mama that you had to bail me out of jail.
Oh, see, that slipped. That was unintentional. I'm sorry.
Nickelodeon comedy. Now they back buddies.
Mm-hmm.
Out of all of that happened, you just had to bail this girl out of jail, spending your own money. She's gonna be a headache. But now it's I forgot Andy's. She's not a good actor to me. Actress to me. Her face expressions are always the same. Right there, she's like kind of smirking in that scene. Oh, oh, that just slipped out when I told Mom I had to bail you out of jail. Like I just felt like I was looking at an old Nickelodeon sitcom. They were mad one second, next
Mm-hmm.
minute they're back friends again.
And nothing
They're
happened in
back
between
friends.
that justifies this change.
Nothing, nothing, nothing. And I'm pissed off now that I find out that Cheyenne's a hairstylist because I see what's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen.
Yeah, you're predicting the future,
Ugh,
and you're gonna be right.
yeah, I see it.
You're gonna be right.
Hmm.
Someone planted an explosive in my car, and it blew up shortly after I received a threatening text saying I should back off.
What? Well, are you okay?
Okay, this is a scene where Andy's at the doctor. That is Dr. Vaughn, who we know had tied to Dr. Cruz, and he's gonna have some BS reasons why he was supporting Dr. Cruz. He may have a legit reason for supporting him. Bigger question is why is Andy talking about this to Dr. Vaughn, who you know might be shady? We don't know for sure, but you know he might be shady. Why are you telling him?
I don't know. I don't know why and why is she mad at him because of him not reporting what he knew?
I guess they found out that Dr. Vaughn, which is him, the black guy, covered up something that Dr. Cruz did.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, and Dr. Cruz is his superior. But I'm not even getting into that. I want to know why Andy is confiding in this guy who you think is shady, and you're not going to about your car being blown up. Did she even go to the police about it?
No.
Did she make a
How did it? The car did she call a private tow truck company to pick it up? Like, or is it still sitting in front of
junk
Zach's house
it?
in shambles?
Nobody came out to detective came out to interview, take prints, look at video camera footage from nearby stores. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Nothing. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be freaking Zach and Fatima. They're supposed to be like Inspector Gadget, get being on. That's crazy.
Oh no, hold on. Hold on. I lost a connection here. I got to get it back. All right, there we
It's
go.
all good.
What we got to say about this?
Boom. Necessary news. I had to talk about it. Nicki Minaj made headlines for supporting our president, Donald Trump.
Donald
Nicki
J.
was
Trump.
an elite Donald J. Trump. What did J stand for? Nikki is and was an illegal alien. She's been given a gold card waiver, uh, which will expedite her citizenship. Um, Listen, Nikki, she's under fire for this. She's gained a new following from the other side, which is so bizarre. But my question is, I'm not a political person, Sir Daryl. If you're a fan of Nicki Minaj or just somebody else's music, should this change anything
Yes,
for her?
absolutely. And when I say and listen, when I say emphatically yes, it's not because it changed anything for me, because it didn't, because I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan. This
Mhm.
doesn't change. I don't feel any differently about Nicki Minaj than I did a month ago. No difference at all. I never liked her. I don't hate her. I just don't feel any different about it. But the way she has moved, she's clearly done it in a way that she's trying to isolate her fans, or some of her fans. Particularly,
Mhm.
now I don't know this for a fact, but I would just only imagine that she has a lot of fans in the LGBT community. I just would imagine she does. I don't know
Yeah.
where the hell she expected that to go. She called Don Lemon a cocksucker the other day. Um, and for you to call Don Lemon that, you are specifically speaking about orientation. I mean, you just are. There's no way around that.